Okay, so you have interior angles, the angles inside of a polygon, exterior angles, angles formed by a side of a polygon, and the extension of its adjacent side. Adjacent means what? Next to it, be more specific. I don't know what you mean next to what? If I have something that's adjacent, it creates two angles that are together. Okay, what's your question?
Can you draw out a picture for exterior angles, like
We're gonna,
on the board?
I have it on the next slide. Triangle sum theorem is the sum of the interior angle measures in a triangle that is 180. So all three angles have to add to be 180 on any triangle that you have. Which means we can start to solve things. Okay, I'm gonna show you a picture of both interior and exterior angles in just a second after these two theorems, okay? So this is the triangle sum theorem in the picture form right here. The sum of the interior angles measures in a triangle in 180 degrees. So the measure of A plus the measure of angle B plus the measure of angle C equals 180, which means now I have an equation. So when you're doing proofs, think of the triangle sum theorem because now you have an equation and you can start substituting stuff in. Okay? The exterior angles theorem, here, Kayla, is a picture of exterior angles. This angle Z is an exterior angle with angle A, B, C, okay? So the exterior angles here, okay, those are two exterior angles. Now, what do you notice about this exterior angle and this angle of this triangle? They what? They equal 180. Good. So the measure of a triangle's exterior angle equals the sum of the measures of the two non-adjacent interior angles. What it's saying is this. Angle Z is going to equal this angle here plus this angle here. So if I know A and C, I know what Z is. That makes common sense. Here's why that makes sense. You, Kaden, just told me that Z and B equal 180. We also know that a triangle, all the interior angles equal 180. So if B doesn't change, that means Z has to equal these two added together. So if I know B, okay, I can find Z, and I can set Z equal to A and C to solve for one of those two. If I know A and C, I know Z, so I know B. Okay? So I can work around all of that. And I know that Z and B adds 180. I know that A, B, and C adds 180. So I could set A, B, C equal to Z plus B. Or just Z equal to A and C because it cancels out. So when you're doing proofs, you can use that information to start solving things. It makes it beautiful. Okay? Questions on those two theorems? Or do those make sense? Okay, the first one's like common sense. You've known that since 3rd grade. You can do that. Okay, the next one's a little bit different, but I like that we're starting to get into triangles because stuff is going to start to open your mind because triangles are easier to understand. And we can relate everything back to a triangle. Okay. This is a picture of interior angles and exterior angles. All three of these are interior angles on a triangle. If I have an octagon, how many interior angles do I have? 8. Good, 8. Okay. If I have a decahedron, how many interior angles do I have?
10.
Oh, 10. Okay. So here is my exterior angle. How many exterior angles do I have on this triangle?
1.
No.
2.
They show 1. But remember, I can draw an exterior angle out of all of these. Boom. So I have 3 at least. I could also create an exterior angle that goes this way. Okay, so it depends how I'm looking at things. So an exterior angle is not just where it's drawn on this image. There is one out of every corner. Okay? And in each direction out of every corner. So you can create them to start solving things. Because that line, let's say there was another line that came off of here, just for fun. And let's say that this line is parallel to this line, what can I start to do from there? I now have alternate interior angles. I have corresponding angles, and I can start to solve things from there. Okay, so you're gonna start to see stuff that looks that way. That's why we need to be able to visualize that. Okay. Interior and exterior angles. Interior and exterior angles, I've probably done just another look at it. This is the exterior part, this wide angle, and the interior part is that acute angle. So unless you have a triangle that has an obtuse angle, your exterior angles are going to be your obtuse angle. Does that make sense? Or it's gonna be a 90-degree angle if you have a right triangle on one of them, okay? Here we go. What is the measure of angle Z? I want to know what Z is here. What do I know about Z?
Z equals, and measure of angle A plus measure of angle.
Okay, so the measure of angle Z equals the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle C. So what does A and C equal? Yes, I have to do it, remember when we do proofs, because this is just a way of doing a proof. Then I would say that, and then I would say the measure of angle Z equals 100 degrees. Okay, if they want us to prove it, I would list statements with all of those.
I would say the same.
No one
Why did you think?
Because it won't do it, it's too bad. Okay. How about this? What is the measure of angle in?
What is? 1, 2, 3, 3x minus 20 equals 20
Uh-huh.
plus 2x plus 10.
So, we know that the measure of angle P equals the measure of N and M added together, yes? Because of what? What's that called?
The exterior angle theorem.
Exterior angle theorem, okay? So then I can plug this in and say 3x minus 20 degrees equals 20 degrees plus 2x plus 10 degrees. Now, what do I need to do from there?
Minus 20.
Not minus.
Add 20.
Add 20, thank you. I'm gonna get 3x equals 50 degrees plus 2x. Now what?
50.
Because you're
40,
combining
50.
Oh, minus the 10.
Now what?
Minus 2x.
So x equals, that's not my answer though. I want to know what the measure of angle n is. So what do I have to do with that?
Plug it in.
Plug it in, plug it in. So 2 times 50 degrees plus 10 degrees equals what? What's 2 times 50?
110.
110. Okay. You see how we can start solving things, okay? Exterior angle theorem. Okay, angles in a triangle. What is angle Z? How can I figure out what angle Z is? Or how can I figure out what Z is? It says what is Z. It doesn't say what is angle J or what is angle L. It just wants to know what Z is. What do I have? A right triangle. What do you know about a triangle? It has to be 180. So what do you think I need to do?
Set it to
Set what to
one
180?
night, the
Yes. So I'm gonna say 180 degrees equals Z plus 15 plus 2 parentheses Z minus 12 and then plus 90. Okay, from there, I'm gonna say 180 equals Z plus 15, I distribute, I get plus 2Z minus 24 plus 90. Combine like terms, yes? Z and 2Z gives me, so I have 180 equals 3Z and 15 minus 24 plus 90. Now what?
Minus 81.
That's not gonna work. Minus 81. What is 180 minus 81?
99.
9 equals 3z, and z equals
33.
33. You can always check your answer by doing what?
Plugging it in.
Plugging it in and making sure that it comes out to equal 180. Cool? That is what you're working on today.
That's it?
That's it.
That is so good.
Uh,
Watch, we're only like barely.